cost
The
nice.
finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, feel its softness. Make a nice gift for your wife.
Sausage, all
Hey, this
from
game's
green
turned into
fed
Assassin's
farm
Creed.
birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh. Picked this very morning.
Restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices, calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
5 years later. Oh, jeez. Quite a time jump.
It's good to see you, Sid.
What have we learned?
I'm Clive.
The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's-forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was.
Oh, I'm the new Sid then. Okay. My name's not Clive anymore, I'm Sid.
Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
No need for secrecy now, is there?
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
Superhero landed.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him, the outlaw. Sid's here. Come on.
Come on, let me fight, let me fight.
others! The bearers?
Safe.
Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Rama's essence. Tuning with Rama not only charges the elemental aspects of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Thunderstorm, which rains Levin bolts down on all nearby enemies, knocking them back. Cool. Rama's iconic feat Blind Justice can now be used to launch a barrage of ball lightning at up to 9 targets, determined by locking onto them. The lightning will temporarily remain affixed to a target and be ignited by striking it.
Sid dies here! Get him!
Kick their ass. Where you going, buddy?
Outlaws in here! Bring me his head!
Oh, here come more.
How many are there? Titan senses your guards.
Out of them!
Any more?
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
Ooh, kitten.
They brought a pet.
Well, here we go.
You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
Nice. Hey, level up. Nice.
To hell with this!
Yeah, run away.
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been
Yes,
more
you
than
go.
enough bloodshed for one day.
Thank you, be
Murderer.
nice.
All of our friends are dead because of you.
Well, that's gratitude for you,
hear
isn't it?
They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you?
Yeah, I thought I did.
They'll never forgive
Well,
us.
you would, you know?
We're all marked now.
No, fine. Should have just let him die.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Wow, save their lives and end up apologising.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Some people, eh? Just don't get it.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
I say let him die next time.
We should go.
Oh, okay. So where am I? The hideaway? I thought you smashed it up. Ain't got much of a choice of where to go anyway. Benumir.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss
That's what
him.
choice is all about.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Ride's over, lovebirds. Home, sweet home.
Oh, the new hideaway. It's very inconspicuous. That doesn't stand out whatsoever. It's not bait at all.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Welcome back, Sid. Finish with that log, so...
Otto will want to know what happened in Costas. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Again? I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Not coming, Jill. Okay.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying on this
My name's Clive. Sid's dead.
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the autumn pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Oh, sadly not.
Per hen by draining blood and removing both head and feet. Offal, particularly the heart and liver, should be set aside for later use. Stirred into a deep bowl watered wine, preferably of the red variety, honey, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and any other seasonal savoury herbs if you so desire. Add to the bowl the dressed bird and let it lay in a dark room for a single turn of the sun. Break the breastbone and ready your force meat thusly. Chop together the heart and liver of the chocobo and mix it with the crumb of a stale balm and pepio or cupo, nuts soaked in a boiled cream, beaten mace, and as much time as will lie on a gill penny, and fill the bird, but not overly so. Lard the breast with boar bacon and split the bird, tying it at both ends that the force meat will not spill into the coals. Roast until skin is golden brown, taking care to baste regularly with drippings. Kenneth.
Use the
Cheers,
last
Kenneth.
chocobo in the stew. I don't know, perhaps I should...
You look like you could do with a drink.
What's chat, thanks.
How am I getting on? About as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stone here, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
I ain't got enough money to buy it around for a haul.
Oh, keep your mug handy.
It's Karen.
Is it business or pleasure?
Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in the way. Blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Ah, someone remembers my name at least. Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that come what may, Sid will save us.
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. Thanks to you, a lot of fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for meaty wares.
The only drawback...
the constant bloody racket. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night.
Still...
if a pain in the ear hole's the price I have to pay to be Sid the outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I've got myself a bargain. Oh, what you got?
Go on then.
Not got much, have you? Oh, something new. Nora. Lovely, dark and deep. Into the mire. Oh, elixir. And I'm not made of money though, jeez.
Is that all? Does that one have blood on it? Back, are ya? You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the ass getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that there was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together.
Still.
That don't mean I intend on doing it again.
Thinks here ain't too bad.
I suppose. I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, an apprentice who knows that knows his hammer from his cock. Oh, and the furnace is all right, all. Thanks to the old Sid Bellows. The gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here on Mere without them. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure.
Nah.
Now I reckon you won't find a forge like this at one anywhere else in the Twins. I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, give us a shout. What we got?
So, will it be?
Yeah, sure, why not?
No scratches, all right? Should last you a good while. Anything else?
Who are you?
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
The secret's in the bellows, you know.
They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new ship.
Go on, let's chat to what's his face, Otto then. What we got there? Wall of Memories. Day Clive pledges allegiance to Sid. This crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Got the only memory. Okay. Ooh, ow! Getting over there.
Clive, is everything all right?
Yeah, it's sound. Thanks for asking. Oh, I'll take. Where's Gav?
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Where is she? Ooh. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my furthest friend, all in good time. Okay, I'm guessing it's like a quest board or something. Hey, Vivian.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Lessons of what?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Good question.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world.
Yeah.
Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there,
yeah.
the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins.
Good strategic
The non-aggression treaty
positioning.
was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
Okay.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
I learned something new. You'll be the first to know.
Now off you go.
Where's Gav?
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Mithril is a material of both passing hardness and luster, and it is these two qualities for which it is valued by the weapon and armor smiths of the realm. However, there is a third quality of Mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell: its durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not regularly or rightly oiled, Mithril is once made eternally unchanging. In this volume, I will explain how one might go about making, shaping, and employing Mithril in one's work.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates, see if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
Yeah, okay. That one downstairs is a hallucination then.
Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon.
Hey, Gav!
Rest while I
Yay! Yeah, better get well rested to greet Gav back. Oh, what have we got? Sins of Zemeckis, an illustrated history of the Twins, Volume 4. Tales of the Founder, Mort d'Olivier. Who are you?
Not back a blink and you're already
it's
off
Taya.
solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Taya.
The scalpel did most of the work.
Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown.
Hey, Joe.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
The reading table. Reports, letters and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. He lost an eye, didn't he? Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We are trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
She'll drink to that. I will too.
To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Oh, Joshua is still alive then.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Why don't you go ask him yourself? Surely it'd be better like teamed up rather than like going separate ways and all that.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The gathering storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
Certainly do. I already got that.
I don't know, perhaps.
Let's go see what the crack is then, eh? Is that icon?
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Interesting. That's not exactly close, is it? Oh, I'll go get this quest then.
Finish with that. Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts.
Bloody hell. He's up on tap.
Might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands.
Indeed.
Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Cool.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Get him! It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
How do I get down there then? Gotta be a ladder or something somewhere then. How do I get? I mean, how do I get up there? It's that middle bit. I'll have to figure that out at some point.
Welcome back, Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Good to know. Badge of Might. Cool.